Okie dokie, here we go. Luigi is already waiting for me in the ship. And we are going to mine using the only mining ship that is functional so far, the Prospector, a single seater that is actually made for one person. And well, you're gonna see the mining mechanics, how it works. That's quite nice actually. There's Luigi. Ship door closing. Now I'm getting into the pilot seat.
Ja, witzig mit diesem Grafik.
And get the ship flight ready.
Ich hoffe, ich verliere dich nicht unterwegs.
Here we go.
Das ist ja kein Witz, wenn du das
Genau. Da wird schon schief gehen.
Oder willst du noch ein eigenes Schiff nehmen für alles?
Oh, nein, nein.
Nein,
Alles.
nein, nein. Okay, alles klar. So, jetzt muss man nämlich immer dreimal drücken, bevor das Landing Gear richtig landet.
Also 20 nach 8 habe ich meiner Freundin gesagt.
Wir testen hier gerade so.
Dann kümmere ich mich um ihr Abendessen.
Das ist meine Finger weg. Ja, ich habe gerade meine Freundin hier, die Besitzrechte meiner Hose bezweifelt. Frechigkeit.
Okay.
So. Jetzt nicht.
Alright, and this is the first new thing in 3.2. The quantum travel has several phases. The first one is calibration, which is done now. And the second one, the drive has to spool, and this completes now. So only now the drive is ready to jump, and I have to give the command again for the ship to jump. And
Oh, geil, machen wir gleich.
Genau.
otherwise the quantum sequence is unchanged. So now we have arrived at the planet, but of course we want to be on the bright side of things. So we need to do like a quarter circling. So previously this was quite a time consuming thing. And well, you will see this is orbital quantum travel now. I'm selecting a target that is somewhere on the bright side, set it as destination, and I'm done. And now I go through the same procedure, calibration
Ganz leider nur nicht von
and
außen.
spooling, hey,
Stehst du hinter mir?
Oh, ich knie hinter dir.
Ja.
Okay. Spool.
aha, here we go. Now it's spooling, and you will see it calculates a spline curve that's taking the ship around quite close to its destination, which makes approaching targets on planets or moons much more easier than it previously was, and shortens the
Cool.
travel times quite significantly.
Aber ich verstehe schon.
Na, haben sie gut hingekriegt.
Ja, und das, obwohl ich hier nur diese eingeschränkte Sicht habe.
So once we have arrived, which is the case now, I have to scan, and you see the scanning how it goes over the surface of the moon. And now we need to move a bit before we start seeing things. It always takes a while before the first mineable rocks show up. Funny thing is they show up behind you most of the time, which probably is a bug. So here the first rocks appear. And now turn around, start the scanning process. So you have to bring your cursor right above the target, and the scan will start automatically. It will tell you the type of deposit that you are aiming at, its mass, the contents, and the resistance and the instability of a rock. So these two values are particularly interesting, because if the resistance is very high, that means you need a lot of energy to fracture the rock, and if the instability is very high, that means it's quite likely the thing will explode. So now we are already fracturing,
Alles klar.
and this one has a particularly high resistance instability, so it's really not easy to mine. Quite dangerous actually, because if you put too much energy into the rock, it will explode and will damage or even destroy your ship when it explodes. So as you can see here, still my laser is at 100% power, but the rock is heating up quite slowly, even though I'm less than 50 meters away from it, which is an unsafe distance. And it really takes a while, but I don't want to get much closer. If I overheat it, this might actually destroy the ship at once. So now the energy level comes to the critical point and has reached it. And as you can see on the right side, the fracturing sensor indicates that the thing is heating up enough to explode, but now it's going down again because I reduced the energy too much. Now I have to wait again before the energy builds up in the rock, and it gets to the point where it can be fractured again, which is the case now. So here we go again. Now it's building up, building up. Looking quite good. Overheating. And here comes the oil. Not enough. Put it back. And as you can see, the fracturing sensor drops as soon as you get out of the green zone, but as soon as you get inside again, it goes up again. You use the mouse wheel to control the strength of the mining laser. So if you don't give it enough energy, it will cool down again and the rock won't fracture. And if you give it too much energy, it will jump right into the red area and possibly explode fatally. But this is looking good so far, and here we go. There's always a little blast, but it's most of the time. If you do it carefully, it won't hurt your ship.
Okay.
So those pieces that show up as purple, they can be extracted. The other ones have a yellowish orange outline, and you cannot extract minerals from those pieces. But the ones that have a purple outline, as you can see, you can use your tractor beam to pull the materials in. This one has a yellow one, this one can be extracted. And that's what I'm doing.
Der Felsen, wo jetzt gesprengt ist, das immer noch gefährlich?
So basically, rule of thumb is, the more lucrative a rock is, the more dangerous it is to blow it up. Usually the higher metal or mineral content is inside, the harder it is to crack the rock. This one is quite a lucrative one, so it wasn't easy.
Ah, okay.
So now I want to set free my buddy Luigi here, so he can walk around the ship and see what the whole thing looks like from the outside.
teilweise in Stücke, die du gleich einsammeln kannst.
Touchdown
So,
is
sind
now.
gelandet.
Exit Ship.
Well, I could pan around, but you can see the ladder coming down.
Okay.
Hört sich an, als wärst du raus.
And the door has closed. I'm going up
Yeah.
again, and there you can see my buddy stand and watch me. There he is again. And I can continue.
Mach mal das Landegestell rein, das ist nämlich.
Oh, das ist eigentlich ziemlich egal.
Aber es sieht doof aus, ich mache ja Screenshots.
Okay, ich fahr's wieder an. Okay.
So ziemlich senkrecht, ne?
Ach, hat sich gleich wieder ausgefahren. Ja,
Landing gear down.
Also ziemlich senkrecht machst du diese Angelegenheit.
ja. Ja, da ist eigentlich das, worauf man wirklich achten muss, ist die Entfernung.
Okay.
Ah, Fracture Mode, okay, ich war nicht im Modus. Alles klar, bei 18%. Na gut, ich fange mal an.
So, once you've got a large rock to fracture, it will break into several pieces. The
Vordergrundstein da
orange outlined ones can be fractured further, and the purple outlined ones can be collected. So the yellow outlined ones right now, or orange outlined ones, they are quite a bit smaller, so they take less energy to fracture. So you have to turn down the energy of your fracturing laser in order
okay.
to prevent the rock from blowing up right away, because at 100% the energy level will be just too high for most of the rocks, and they will explode very, very easily.
Ja, der Dampf.
And as you can see, my laser right now is only at about 30% of its strength, but the rock is heating up much faster than the mother rock, so to say, was before. And it's a bit tricky. You have to keep control of the laser throttle all of the time. At one point you will find the sweet spot where the thing heats up quite constantly, not too fast. And so when you reach the critical point, you just turn it down a little bit so that it keeps on heating, but very, very, very slowly, and that's actually the best way to crack those rock and be safe. Because even if you crack them quite good, the explosion shockwave can still damage your ship. And as you can see, my buddy is not standing far away from it, which is quite dangerous actually. I mean, if this destroys the ship, of course if it blows, it will kill a person that is standing too close to it.
Also wenn du sprengst, ich werde
But this is looking quite good.
weil jetzt haben wir gleich
So far, here we go, the next piece has fractured. And my buddy is still alive, even though he was quite close to it.
Erstaunlich, die Druckwelle kann so heftig sein, dass das Schiff beschädigt wird, auch wenn die Schilde oben sind.
Ach,
Aber ich habe hier eben auch nichts davon bekommen, also von daher, wahrscheinlich, weil ich so relativ schon nicht habe. Siehst du jetzt, wie die Steine hochfliegen?
assigned landing bay. Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Landing successful. Launch sequence complete. Landing successful. Launch sequence complete. Engines off.
Alright, so everything done, now sell the thing. This you do at special trade kiosks that are located close to the admin desk at Porto Lizar, Levski and Grimix. Here you can see the values of the materials that you have mined, and actually 2600 is very good for a single run. And done. My expenses for equipping my character have been already paid for so far. Not a bad run, I would say.